AfriForum, if your reason for going after Julius Malema is justice, then why are you using racist imagery rooted in racial hierarchy? Let's look at this.
They call me Papa, and Papa is waiting for you.
For those who want to argue with me, let me...
Another one. Now that black people agree that the law has to take its course, can we also agree that we need to start opening cases against the apartheid regime? Like, let's take that serious, because I feel like as black people, we are not really taking the issue of apartheid serious. Crime does...
Julius Malema was used as an example of what would happen if a black conscious person who has influence was challenging white supremacy. If someone who is politically radical and pro-black is trying to push black consciousness,
Most people are saying that Julius Malema has been jailed for 5 years, but that's not the full story. Yes, the court has sentenced Julius Malema to 5 years in prison, but he is not in jail.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I want you to take a look and listen to this South African. So these are white South Africans supporting Julius Malema, and some South Africans as well, they love Julius Malema so much they stand with him. Why some other black South Africans, they don't like Julius Malema? They say Julius Malema love foreigners more than them South Africa. Julius Malema doesn't like South Africa. Julius Malema prefers foreigner over South Africa. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like and drop your comment. I want you to take a look and watch this video.
Not expire. It does not have an expiry date, as they say within the law. Let's hold them accountable. Let those people who have stolen the land of our forefathers bring it by the court of law. Let those backlog of files that have been sitting in the government offices go. Let us go there in numbers and actually demand that they be judgment and they be ruling against the cases that have been made by the people who have claimed their land. Let the people who were affected directly or indirectly by apartheid go to the police station and open cases against the state. South Africans should not be afraid of taking white people to court.
Celebrating Malema's arrest is anti-black, and it speaks to the underlying political tensions that are driving his court proceedings. It's not a coincidence that Malema is the only black conscious and unashamedly pro-black member of parliament, and also happy
break it down. The Papa language is not innocent at all. It carries an undertone of ownership and dominance, as well as control. This is where AfriForum positions itself as a higher authority. When you combine that with imagery of restraint by two white guys, it shows a dominance of power. And in this case, power by two white policemen. This is a reflection of the past, how law and order and authority was dominated by white people. And it is zwart gevaar through and through. This messaging shows us it's not about legal accountability. It's a strong message of white superiority.
To be the greatest threat to the overturning of democracy. The resistance Malema faces is not because he's too radical. It's because he is radically pro-black. A lot of you are not ready for a South Africa that is truly pro-black. A lot of you are still stuck in this mindset that we can continue in our complacency and we can continue in being passive when it comes to resisting. Life in South Africa has become a political game. It's not even about who has credentials. It's not even about social justice. His court proceedings have nothing to do with protecting civil society, because we know South Africa is a mafia state. It's incredibly unsafe. Anyone can get shot for doing the right thing. The scariest thing is we're so capable of allowing Zionists and white supremacists lead the country. That over Malema, because Malema is radically pro-black, because Malema wants to push open borders and Pan-Africanism. Why are you so much more concerned about black African criminals than you are about European foreign criminals? Is it because they're not directly in your face, pointing a gun at you and forcing you to give your possessions because of poverty, because of unemployment in the country? SARS, banks, private ownership, medical aids, pharmaceutical industries, institutions like universities, they're all actually owned and controlled by anyone but black South Africans. And if black South Africans are in positions of being stakeholders, etc., they are probably puppets or perpetuating the systems, because the profit is not majority going towards building the economic value of this country. It's not going towards creating more job opportunities for black people in this country. I'm not saying that it's only white people in this country that are responsible for why it's an economic ruin, But I'm saying we need to open our eyes to the bigger political picture that is ruining the country. And it's not as simple as white South Africans versus black South Africans. We also have black South Africans that are jeopardizing this country. We also have black South Africans that are sellouts. We also have black South Africans that are selfishly pocketing money and stealing from other black people. But all of this speaks to the pervasive anti-blackness and lack of politically conscientized and radical leaders in government, in parliament. Yet here we are celebrating the only promising member of parliament being arrested and completely removed from parliament.
Independence and uplifts the masses, they are quickly treated as a threat, especially in this country. And figures like him who are either silenced or sentenced, that is not justice. It is being selective, because there are people in power who commit far worse crimes, but yet to this day they still go unpunished, like money laundering, for example, fraud, or stealing millions every single day, leaving South Africans scavenging just for them to survive. And that type of corruption is not random, it is deliberate, because leaving Africa weak and economically unstable benefits those who are in power and maintains Western influence. This leaves us vulnerable, and that vulnerability is exactly what they take advantage of. And in that sense, corruption isn't just destroying our economies, but it's also slowing down our independence. And yet the same system that tolerates massive theft is now quick to criminalize those who challenge it and try to awaken political consciousness. When a black political voice becomes too influential and challenges white authority, they are quickly framed as a threat to justify silencing them. And that is exactly what's happening with Malema right now. They get pulled into controversies around ideas like the white genocide or instability, not just as individuals, but as tools to delegitimize black political consciousness and protect existing power structures.
Jail right now. He has appealed the ruling, which means he remains free while the legal battle continues. And here is what most people are missing. That appeal process can take months, sometimes even years. So this is not immediate punishment. This is delayed impact. This is where most people get it wrong. They think this is about punishment. It's not. It's about timing and political impact. Because this case goes back to 2018 when Malema fired a rifle at a rally. So why is the sentence landing now? Because in politics, timing is never neutral. Now here is the deeper layer. If the sentence is upheld, Malema risks losing his position in parliament. But if the appeal drags on, he stays politically active the entire time. And that changes everything, because Malema is not just a politician, he is one of the loudest opposition voices in South Africa. So this is not just a legal case, it's what happens when law and politics collide. Because once legal decisions start shaping political outcomes, they stop being just court rulings, they become leverage. And right now, Malema is not behind bars. He is in a waiting game. And the real decision is not in the sentence, it's in the appeal. Thank you all for watching this, and drop your thoughts in the comments.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So let's talk about Malema for the last time. Alright, these videos are made by black South Africans, those who are supporting Malema, seeing what others are not saying. According to them, they says what is actually happening right now to Malema, it shows that anytime you challenge the white people in South Africa, you will go to prison. You saw the AI generated clip, right? That was posted by AfriForum leader. He says, I am your papa. You see the man, he's called Peter Grunovet. The Peter Grunovet man, that's a person South Africa says they want to vote for him. Some South Africans, okay, they say they want to vote for him. Guess what? Those black South Africans that are supporting him, they says if they vote for him, they only have one request. That one request is for him to chase all foreigners away from South Africa. Guess what this man came online and said? He says he will not go to where black South Africans are to beg for their vote. He doesn't need their vote. Their only plan, he said it in his video, that is their only plan, and they still stand by it. They are not changing anything. Their plan is to get Cape Town independence. That's their only plans. Whether black South Africans vote for them or they don't vote for them, they don't need their vote. Exactly what this man said. And some black South Africans in the comment section were still insisting that they are gonna vote for this man because they want him to send foreigners away. This is what Julius Malema has been fighting all along. Julius Malema has been fighting for one Africa, one Pan-Africanism, and he has been fighting for inequality between black and white. He wants them to be the same. So anytime you challenge the white people, they say they're gonna send you to prison. All right, some South Africans came on social media, since as these people are opening case against the black people, why don't South Africans open case against these white people? Why don't South Africans open case against the apartheid regime? Since as they say, crime does not have time, crime does not have expiring time, right? They are asking the black South Africans, go and open a case against them. They treated you guys bad during the apartheid regime. Is it that some South Africans are scared of the white people or what? Anyway guys, you need to listen to what this lady have to say. Are you new on my channel? Have you subscribed?